Good evening from the office of the mob. Justice, football. Here comes your advocate. Here comes your advocate. Advocate. Ndebo. In most often, we as the supporters tend to overdo our role and do the role of other people, either the role of management or the role of oppositions or rivalry. This is the picture of Miguel Cardoso, whom have played the final in 2024 and 2025 with Esperance and Mamelodi Sundowns respectively. This is a coach whom, according to us, he have failed, as they say. But in an actual fact, we can say that this coach didn't fail. Managed to reach 2 finals in a row with different clubs. I think for me, it's a huge mile, noting the fact that from using those players to come to a new team with no single player from the 2024 squad, I think to me that just shows how brilliant you are. I know lots of people, they are a bit concerned about the stats he was throwing and all those stuff, but to me, it shows the ability to win even on difficulties condition. When certain players are off form, you still manage to draw so that you can be able to qualify. To elaborate it further, I'm trying to say you tend to know what does it takes for you to proceed to the next stages. And that, to be honest, I think that's beautiful, that's outstanding, and that's the real mentality of a coach that you need in a Champions League. You need to know how to win a game, even if it's a draw, but the fact that you have won a game, that's all that is needed. We oftenly say Rolando will do everything, every beautiful thing that is required in the game, but fail to know how to win a certain matches. What's going on at Mamelodi Sundowns? It's something that wanted to happen at Orlando Pirates. I remember when Pirates lost 4-1 against Sundowns on a first leg, most of the supporters started to call the name of Rivero, tell us how bad he is, more particularly the influence from the rivalry. You as the supporter, whom our role, I believe that is just to share the team and support the boys, we had to stand out and say, it's not yet done. We still have Nedbank. We're still in, we're going to the quarterfinal of Champions League. We have a league to chase. That was just what, it was on stake. But because of the pressure, because of the noise that is coming from rivalry or opposition, you tend to crush everything and forget on the negative that you lost against Sundowns. I can tell that Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs supporters were so happy that Rivero is going at the end of this season. And that is given why his impact was felt. So to the Yellow Nation, for people and some of us to say Cardoso is bad and he must be fired, this is the standard that we have set. As according to Flannenberg standards of say Rulani won the league but fired. Mangoba failed to win a cup, fired. Now, Cardoso, a coach that has arrived with less than 6 months, take you to the final. Now, we are saying that you must also leave. The good question that you must ask yourself is that coming from a good space? Are we the right person to advocate for your team? Are we the one that's supposed to give you direction on who to support? Because I can tell you, each and everyone can be happy except Orlando Pirates that Mangazi must remain. But as Pirates, for the last 4 games, we know what we have seen. We know what we want. But should someone come and put a notion of, say, we want a certain coach, even ourselves will come out and say, yeah. Never. For example, should they forward the name of Ernest Middendorp as our coach? Do you think like we can be happy? Or ask, who is that person that is giving that mandate? Is it coming from good heart or other way around? We know that should Nabi remain in Chiefs, there's going to be consistency going forward. It's going to have his player preferences. He has learned the atmosphere, and Chiefs is going to be a fierce competitor. So what I've just seen is that when people are emotional, when people are angry, they tend to say some things that even themselves, it's just good enough because we're not management. Just imagine the decision that we're going to take, Shem. Just fortunate enough we are supporters and ours ends at support. No matter how hard we can shout, we can't really each and every time convince the management otherwise that what we're saying that is the right one. But there's the coach that has arrived with 3 wins but played the final of CAF Champions League. Do yourself some investigation and find out if it's really a bad coach or a good